One live on YouTube, everyone. Attorney, we're just waiting for some the rest of the people to come out before our open court, okay?
Yeah, no problem. I'm hanging out.
Your case will be the first one to be called, okay?
That makes me feel special. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning. The 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, driving, no wearing of any head garments unless it's for religious purposes only, no chewing of any gum or reading of any material, and you must be properly dressed when a judge asks you to turn on your camera. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you on Zoom. Now calling the people versus Andrew David Bowen, ticket number SX 419-53761. One count speeding 26 to 30 over the miles per hour over the posted speed. Please state your appearance for the record.
And good morning, Your Honor. Sherman Abdo, P77605 on behalf of Mr. Bowen. Your Honor, today's the time and date set for a formal hearing. Your Honor, this matter was scheduled at 8:30 in the morning. It is now 10:08. The officer has failed to appear. The people cannot move forward, and the defense is requesting the dismissal at this time.
I'm I'm sure you've already lectured your client a little about this 20 over the speed limit.
Him, mom, family, dad, the whole deal. Oh yeah, this was yeah, absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court has verified that an officer has not checked in. Officer Justin I should not have tried Kaja has not checked in on this matter either virtually or in person. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed without prejudice. You are free.
Thanks, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, they not. They left.
Mm,
They left.
good. I was just saying, you will not be let in.
No, I don't know if they were already here.
Madam Clerk, I'm closing the rooms and I think we're ready to proceed when court's ready.
Thank you. I'll just make another announcement once everyone gets into the main session.
Thank you. And then Robert Beard, did you run an SOS for him? Because he does have a license.
That's the one I was supposed to do. I will do that right now for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna send it to you in chat. Mr. Brown, Teron Brown,
Yes,
can you just
ma'am.
make sure your background is quiet for us? You're in the main session now, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Please mute all your devices, please. Thank you. Mr. Fillmore,
Yeah,
I was just running. I'm gonna send you a chat because I don't know if you want to get another offer for him. I'll still check the license though, just letting you know that.
okay. These are all traffic matters?
Yes,
Okay. Well, I'll find this
improper plates, no insurance, and unregistered vehicle.
one. Okay. Mr. Beard, that's for you. Don't, just leave your device on mute, but there's a few other outstanding matters. We're gonna get them all together, okay?
Okay, good morning. The 36th District Court again is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, no sleeping, no lying down, no driving, no wearing of any head garments unless it's for religious purposes only, no chewing of any gum or reading of any material. When a judge asks you to turn your camera on, please make sure that you are properly dressed. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning and good morning to all of you on Zoom.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Is there any particular order you'd like to go in, Councilman?
I'm sorry?
Is there a particular order that you'd like to go in, or can I call them based on the files that I have?
Well, there are some that are set for trial that I think there are some officers here for, so maybe I get those guys out of here first if the court doesn't mind.
So we can start with the Bijou matter.
That'd be fine. Then.
Is there an interpreter for Bijou?
Yes, there is, Your Honor.
Okay.
Page 4, just one, count one.
Now calling the people versus Janara Bijou, ticket number N221625. Count 1, fish taking, possessing over limit of sunfish. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the officer.
Good morning, Your Honor. Conservation Officer Joseph Deppen.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Miss Begum. I don't see the, Mr. Interpreter, are you there? He's on, his device is on mute still, and his camera's off. Mr. Zeman.
For Jahanara?
Yep. Yes, I'm here.
Will you please state your name for the record? Will you please state your,
Yes,
okay.
Judge, good morning. Syed Zaman, the court interpreter.
Okay, and do you, I'm sorry, can you tell me which language you're going to be interpreting?
Judge is Bangla, B-A-N-G-L-A.
So you can put your right hand back up.
Syed Zaman, the Bangla interpreter for the 36th District Court.
You can raise your right hand again. Do you swear or affirm to translate from English to Bangla?
Bangla.
Bangla, and from
Yes.
Bangla to English to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down. And will you have your client say her name for the record?
Boin, apnar record hole apnar namta hoka.
Jahanara Begum.
Jahanara Begum.
Today is, counsel, today is the date and time set for, I believe, a formal hearing. How would you like to proceed or trial?
Your Honor, yeah, today's the date and time set for trial. We have reached a resolution and Miss Begum will be pleading guilty pursuant to the people's offer today.
Judge জিজ্ঞাসন যে আমরা আজকে কিতা হম আজকে বিচারের তারিখ জনাব জেমস ফিলমোর আপনার উকিল তান কইছেন জাজ আমরা একটা সমঝোতা হচ্ছি আমার মক্কেলে প্লি করব যে দোষ স্বীকার দেব এবং তাই ফাইন দিলাইব
জি আমি স্বীকার
Yes, I agree.
And would you like to state what the offer is on the record, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. The offer is that were Ms. Begum to plead guilty, that would be placed under a 3-month delayed sentence, and there would be restitution of $250.
জাজে জিগাইরা যে আপনার তুমি যদি রেকর্ড থাকো যে কিতা সালিসি হইছে তাই কইরা যে $250 ক্ষতিপূরণ এবং 3 মাস বাদে ডিলে সেন্টেন্স 3 মাস বাদে তার কেস শেষ হয়ে যাব so just wondering Mr. Fillmore, she just paying like restitution fee $250, that's all?
No, there, as we discussed, there's a fine plus restitution.
Okay, now I'm just sure because he didn't say in the record for $240 fine, you know, so to do $240 fine, $250 হলো ক্ষতিপূরণ.
ওকে
Okay.
And so did she, Ms. Cole, did you want to state your appearance for the record on the Bijou matter?
Yes, thank you very much. Paula Cole on behalf of the people.
তাইন পরিচয় কইরা তাইন সরকারি উকিল পলা
জি জি হচ্ছে
ওকে
Did Ms. Beecham have an opportunity to talk to her attorney and he advised her of her rights?
জাজের জিকাইরা যে আপনার অধিকার সম্বন্ধে কোয়া হইছে নি যে আপনার সাইডে বিচারও দিতে পারতা একটা
জি
ইয়েস
Did she understand her rights?
আপনি আপনার অধিকার যে আছে আপনি চাইলে বিচারও দিতে পারতা জুরি ট্রায়াল জাজ ট্রায়াল এটা এগুলো স্বীকার যাওয়ায় দুঃস্বীকার যাওয়া এগুলো করতে পারতা না এটা যে আপনার অধিকার আপনি বুঝছেন নি
বুঝছি জি
আন্ডারস্টুড
And did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a guilty plea?
আপনারে কেউ জোর করছেন জবরদস্তি করছেন আপনি দোষ মানিয়ে নেওয়ার লাগি
না
নো
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
আপনি স্বেচ্ছায় নিজের ইচ্ছায় আপনি এগুলো স্বীকার যাই রানি
জি
ইয়েস
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
সো আপনি স্বীকার যাই বিকজ আপনি জানেন আপনি দোষী এর লাগি
জি জি আমি দোষী
ইয়েস
Raise your right hand.
ডাইনা তুলুকা
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give
আপনি কসম করে কইকা আপনি যে জবানবন্দি দিবা
জি
will be in the entire truth?
জি আমি সত্য বলছি
সম্পূর্ণ সত্য কইবা সত্য ছাড়া মিথ্যা কথা হইতা নাই
জি সত্য সব
ইয়েস আই টেল দ্য ট্রুথ
Okay, she can put her hand down.
আতলামাওকা
Turning her attention to September 5th, 2021. Was she in the area of Belau and Fountain Pine, near Fountain Pine?
সেপ্টেম্বরের 5 তারিখ 2021 অনুমানিক 8:02 সন্ধ্যার সময় আপনি বেলাইলো আসলানি
জি আসলাম
ইয়েস আই ডু
And that was in the city of Detroit?
ইগু সিটি অফ ডিট্রয়েট আসিলনি
জি
ইয়েস
And was she fishing on that day?
আপনি ওই দিন আপনি মাছ ধরাত আসলানি
জি
ইয়েস
And did she possess 50 bluegills over the daily limit?
আপনি 50টার উপরে ফিশ ধরছেন যেটা মানে নিয়মের চেয়ে বেশি এটা সত্য
জি
ইয়েস
জি সত্য
Satisfied, Counselor?
People are satisfied.
Thank you.
উকিলরে এবং সরকারি উকিল যেখানে তারা সন্তুষ্ট তারা কইছেন দুজনে স্যাটিসফাইড সন্তুষ্ট
জি
Yes.
And the court is also satisfied, stipulates probable cause on the dismissal, Counselor?
So stipulate.
No, I'm sorry, there was count two, I believe count two was already either in the, I don't know what happened with count two, let me just double check what happened on count two. Mr. Cole, are you aware of what happened with our count two?
It was
On
a
the
warning.
certificate?
It was a warning.
If she had told the officer Deppin that she did have a fishing license, but she didn't have it on her. And we were hoping that she had it with her or had some proof of it, but at this point, we'd be willing to dismiss it since she's taking a plea to count one.
So
It
time
actually
কইরা
just-
যে judge can I translate that judge জিগাইরা
Yes.
count to
Yes.
সম্বন্ধে
Yes.
কোনো আইডিয়া আছে নি আপনার কাছে দুইটা অভিযোগ লাগা দিয়েছে count to মানে আপনার ফিশিং লাইসেন্সের কথা জিগাইছে আপনি কইছেন আছে কিন্তু আপনি কোনো প্রমাণ দেখাইছেন না বাট এখন না বাট তাই কইরা সরকারি উকিলে কইরা যেহেতু আপনি এক নম্বর যে অভিযোগ এগুলো আপনি স্বীকার যাইরা এবং ফাইন দিলে এর লাগি তারা ও যে লাইসেন্স আছে না দেখাইতে পারছে না এটা তারা ডিসমিস করে দিব
জি
However, I have a
লাইসেন্স
correction.
টেঙ্কু
বোন মাতই না প্লিজ
I have a
Roger.
correction though. The second count they actually did not issue that ticket. It was just a warning. So
Oh, I'm sorry. I
I
apologize.
apologize. It was written on the ticket, but when we checked the system, it was just written as a warning.
I see that.
সেকেন্ডটা জাজে কইরা যে সেকেন্ড যে একটা অভিযোগ লাইসেন্স আসিল না এটা খালি একটা ওয়ার্নিং আপনার এইগু সিস্টেমের মাঝে এগু নাই দ্বিতীয় অভিযোগ কিচ্ছু
জি
ওকে
Okay, so the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Beecham for possessing over the limit of sunfish.
আপনি যে অতিরিক্ত ফিস ধরার লাগে আদালতে আপনার দোষী পাইছে এবং আপনার এটা গ্রহণ করিয়ে নিছে
জি
ইয়েস
This matter will be placed on a 3-month delay sentence.
এগু 3 মাস বাদে এগুলো হয় ডিলে সেন্টেন্স মানে দণ্ডাদেশটা 3 মাস বাদে এগু কিছু না হইলে শেষ হয়ে যাব
জি আচ্ছা
ওকে
And she is not to have contact with police for the next 3 months. until she returns back on August 3rd, 2023 at 8:30.
Just 1 second, let me write it down. Give me 1 second. August, what is the judge, August 23rd?
August 3rd, 2023 at 8:30 a.m.
Okay, August 3rd at 8:30 a.m.
Correct. No police contact during this time, and there will be a
আপনি পরবর্তী তারিখ হইল অগাস্টর 3 তারিখ 2023 অগাস্ট 3 8:30 am via Zoom আপনি আপনার এর ভিতরে যদি আপনি কোনো পুলিশও কোনো সমস্যা করে না পুলিশের লগে কোনো জন কন্টাক্ট না হয়
জি
ওকে
no further tickets, and there will be a $250 restitution she will pay in addition to $190 fines and fees.
Judge, sorry to interrupt you. Mr. Fillmore said $240 the fine and $250 restitution. So you say now $290 the fine.
I don't believe he would have told you what are the fines statutorily given, Mrs. Cole? Because I believe that there's a fine that I determine what the fine is, but the restitution is $250. Is that correct, Ms. Cole?
That is correct, because it's $10 per each fish that's over the limit.
Okay, so the restitution is separate, Mr. Zaman, from the fines and fees that I am the only person that can determine the fines and fees.
Yeah. Just saying, like Mr. Fillmore did say 240, but so the fine is $290, Judge.
The fine is $190.
Judge, I apologize. Thank you so much. $190 the fine, $250 the restitution fee.
Correct.
বোন খুব মন দিও না জানো $190 হইলো আপনার ফাইন জাজে কইরা ইগু জাজের উপরে তাই আমি জাজরে কইতাম বেটা কইছে আপনার 200 সামথিং আপনার তাইন কইরা না ইগু আমি ডিটারমাইন্ড হইমু $190 ফাইন $250 হইলো ক্ষতিপূরণ
The total being $440 that needs to be paid by the August 3rd date.
অগাস্টর 3 তারিখ again মন দিও না জানো $440 $440 has to be paid by before August 3rd, 2023.
As long as she's complied with her payment and has not obtained any further tickets and have police contact, this matter will be dismissed on August 3rd.
আপনি যদি এর ভিতরে অগাস্টর 3 তারিখের ভিতরে আপনার এই $440 ফাইন দিলাইন এবং পরবর্তী কোনো ঝামেলা পুলিশের কন্টাক্ট না জড়াইন তাইলে আপনার অগাস্টর 3 তারিখ আপনার কেস ডিসমিস হয়ে যাব
জি আচ্ছা পয়সা জমা সাইন দিলেন
I'll pay it off.
That concludes your matter. You're free to go.
আপনার ওটার সাথে আপনার আদালত মুলতবি আপনার কেস শেষ আপনি যাইতে কি পারেন থ্যাংক ইউ জাজ
You're welcome.
পয়সা কোথায় দিবেন
Thank you.
where I to pay the money
Oh, she can pay on 36 District Court.org's website, or she can go onto the website and there's a list of DivDat machines that could be found in her neighborhood that she can go to. And lastly, she could come into the court at 36 District Court. And I can give her address if you need it.
আপনি কয়েকবার পে করতে পারবা আপনি কিয়াস আছে 36 কোডর মানে আপনার নাইবারহুড আপনি অর্থাৎ দেখতা অথবা 36 ওয়েবসাইটে গিয়া 36districtcourt.com গিয়া অনলাইনে পে করতে পারবা অথবা লাস্ট একটা ইন পারসন আপনি সরাসরি আপনি আইয়া আদালতে পে করতে পারবা
জি আচ্ছা আমি একবার পে করে লইব না জানা তারা
আদালতে আইয়া আপনি যে সাইনটা যা কইরা আদালতের অ্যাড্রেস দিবা আপনি যদি সাইন
না তারা যে সাইন হন যে সাইন হন আমরা যে সাইন ভাই পে করে লইব
বুঝছেন তো কিভাবে পে করা অনলাইনে পে করতে পারবা ইন পারসন সরাসরি আইয়া 36 কোড ফার্স্ট ফ্লোর পে করতে পারবা
বুঝছি
আপনার ওকে
থ্যাংক ইউ
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you, Officer Deppen.
Thank you. You're free to go as well.
থ্যাংক ইউ
Thank you, Mr. Interpreter. If you're still there, you're free to go. Ms. Beecham, you are free to go. If the interpreter left and she doesn't know that she can leave. Okay.
Oh, wait. We got another attorney.
That's one.
Party's ready on Betty.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling the people. Please pronounce your client's name.
Karen Preet Betty.
All right, now calling the people versus Karen Preet Betty, ticket number SX 418-83421. One count of speeding 6 to 10 miles over the posted speed. Please state your appearance for the record, starting, well, your appearance for the record, counsel.
Rami Hijazi, 82830 on behalf of Karen Preet Betty.
And today was the date and time set for a formal hearing. How would you like to proceed, sir?
Your Honor, I haven't had an opportunity to speak to the officer, so I have a motion. I don't believe he's present.
You did have an opportunity to speak to the officer?
I did not, Your Honor. To my knowledge, he has not checked in. Last I spoke with the prosecutor, she had indicated that he has not yet appeared, and we were going to wait until Your Honor called the case.
What does the state say?
He didn't.
Okay, so the court has, well, what's your motion, sir, first?
The time is currently 10:30 a.m. We were scheduled for an 8:30 a.m. formal hearing. Trooper Ramsden Benjamin has not appeared. He's the complaining witness on this, so I just asked the court to dismiss this matter.
Okay. Your motion will be granted. The court has verified that Officer Ramsden Benjamin has not checked into the courtroom either virtually or in person. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Please make sure that your client understands what the without prejudice means and advise her to do the speed limit.
Thank you, Your Honor. I
You
will.
are free. Thank you. Ready on Destiny Shanice Bailey, now calling the people versus Destiny Shanice Bailey, ticket number P14046955, count one, failure to display a valid operator's license not on person. Please state your appearance for the record, Counselor.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor, Ms. Bailey, I actually have to speak with Mr. Goss one more time for it.
It's Miss Bailey, and I believe
I understand.
did Officer Randolph check in this morning?
Yes.
Oh, and Officer Randolph.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
I apologize, Officer Randolph. Okay, I will place Miss Bailey back into a breakout room. Ms. Fillmore, actually, we closed the breakout rooms. One moment.
Your Honor, the only reason is she did, there wasn't an offer, she was gonna accept it, but then she informed me that she was told that if she did the driver improvement course, that the matter would be dismissed, and I did not get a chance to speak to Mr. Goss about that again.
Wait, she was here, were you here before me, Ms. Bailey?
Yes. And I was given that by the other appointed attorney that I had that day, and he told me to complete the better driver's course, and then bring that with my valid license, and it should be dismissed both.
Oh, do you actually have a valid driver's license now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I need to check it in the SOS system, but thank you for that, and don't do that on live YouTube ever again.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Check her. She has valid license.
She does. Okay, so that is true, Mr. Fillmore. Everything that she says is true. And the court has verified that she does in fact have a valid driver's license, therefore this matter will be dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You as well. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm all set to go.
Yes, you're all set, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ms. Bailey, wait.
Yes.
So I did not realize that there were two matters. So also the ticket number P1404692, which is the 11 to 15 miles over the posted speed. Was there an offer on that, Mr. Fillmore?
Yeah, that's the only one on the docket that I have, Your Honor. That was the ticket I thought we were adjudicating just now. So there was. Yes, that's the only ticket I can.
We got a lot of confusion going on. I'm gonna dismiss that one too, Ms. Bailey. Consider this an early Christmas for you. Have a good day, ma'am.
I appreciate you. You have a
Thank
great day.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, this is Corporal Randall. What was the confusion on the ticket?
So the fact that one thing was on the attorney actually thought that there was only one thing on the docket, but there was actually two on the docket. So she did actually complete the class on the one and he wasn't aware of the other. So I just dismissed it to keep down the confusion.
Okay. Have a nice day.
You too, thank you. So what was Valley that? Ready on Boyles? Is it Boyles?
Yes, we're ready, Your Honor.
Am I pronouncing your name right, sir? Boyles? Is he here?
Yes.
Looks like his device is muted, Your Honor.
Wayne County Jail, can you unmute the device for Mr. Boyles? Is there an officer in the, okay, thank you. Kobe, pronounce your last name.
Boyles.
Okay, thank you. Now calling the people versus Kobe Boyles, ticket number U611-70321. One count of entering a vacant building without written authorization. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Kobe Boyles. Sir, would you please say your name?
Kobe Boyles.
In Your Honor, we do have a resolution. Mr. Boyles is going to be pleading guilty and that will be placed under a 12-month delayed sentence pursuant to the people's offer today.
Mr. Boyles, how long will you be, are you in Wayne County Jail pre-trial or have you already been sentenced?
I have been sentenced.
Okay. All right, so you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Fillmore in the breakout room and he advised you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down, turning your attention to July 21st, 2021. Were you? I believe, were you in a property at 3288 Kendall Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And it was a vacant building, is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have authorization, a written authorization from the owner to be in that building, sir?
No, ma'am.
Why were you in the building? Why were you in that building, Mr. Boyle?
Didn't have anywhere to go.
Satisfied, counsel?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
The people are, the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Boyles for entering a vacant building without written authorization. We will place this matter on a 12-month delayed sentence. Mr. Boyles, that means that you cannot have any police contact outside of you being in the Wayne County Jail with the officers there. You are not to have any police contact, you cannot receive any further tickets within the next 12 months, assuming that you hopefully get out of the Wayne County Jail sometime before that. As long as you do not have any contact with police. And I'm actually gonna waive your fine, considering the fact I would normally have a $220 fine, but considering the fact that you are in Wayne County Jail and there's gonna be a clear inability to pay, I'll waive the fine for you, but in 12 months, you do need to appear back here on this Zoom or in person, depending on what we're doing in the next 12 months. And this matter will be dismissed at that time, okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor.
And I would encourage you to, in the future, call 211 if you can, or call the Detroit Library Tipster hotline and find a homeless shelter if you need, if you just need a place to stay for the night, where you can have permission to be in a building. You cannot just go into a building because you don't have a place to stay, okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're gonna come back here on Thursday, May 3rd, 2024. Wait, I'm sorry, Friday, May 3rd, 2024 at 8:30, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Mr. Beard, you said he had extra tickets. What were?
Mr. Fillmore,
Yes. Mr. Dodd.
I just checked with the clerk with those 4 additional ones. We can dismiss those per the plea.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay.
So then, all right.
Now calling Lakaya Shanae Brinson, ticket number P1368563, count 1, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, Counselor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Excuse me. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Ms. Brinson. Ma'am, would you please say your name?
Lakaya Brinson.
Your Honor, this is a date and time set for trial. We do have a resolution. Ms. Brinson is going to be pleading guilty pursuant to the people's offer, and that would be a 3-month delayed sentence on allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, and the remaining counts to be dismissed.
Is that your understanding, Ms. Brinson?
Yes, it is.
You had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Fillmore, and he advised you of your rights?
Yes, he did.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, I did.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, they did not.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, I am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, I do.
You can put your hand down. Turning your attention to, I'm sorry, ma'am. Turning your attention to June 29th, 2022. Did you own a 2010 Chevy?
Yes, I did.
And did you allow someone to drive your vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I did.
And was that person a licensed driver?
No.
Satisfied, counselor?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulate the probable cause on the dismissal?
So stipulated.
Okay, the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive on behalf of Ms. Brinson. Ms. Brinson, I'm gonna place you on a 3-month delayed sentence, which means that you cannot have any contact with police, no further tickets during the next 3 months. And when you return, this matter will be dismissed as long as you've done that and paid the fine. The fine in this matter. Ms. Brinson, are you working currently?
Yes, I work.
Okay, my advice would be to get the person who's driving your vehicle to help you pay for this, but the fine in this matter is gonna be $220. And so that is all gonna be due, and you're gonna come back here in 3 months on August 3rd, 2023 at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
Okay, you all set? You have
Yes,
any
thank
questions?
you. No, I don't.
You know where to pay?
Yeah, I know where to pay.
Okay, have a good day, ma'am.
You too, thanks.
Hello?
We need for you to put your device on mute. No one call William Buchanan, sir. Thank you. And we also need for you to have a seat for us, please. Thank you.
Ready on Brandon Brown. Please turn your camera on, be ready to proceed, sir. Now calling the people versus Brandon Jerome Brown, ticket number U 636-77322. 1 count of offering to engage the services of another for an act of prostitution. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the officer.
Your Honor, I believe this is set for pretrial. I don't think there's an officer here.
I'm here.
No,
Officer Ali.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm wrong. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Brandon Brown. Mr. Brown, would you please say your name?
Brandon Brown.
Your Honor, we do have a resolution in this matter. Mr. Brown will be pleading guilty pursuant to the people's offer today. That would be to the amended count of disorderly conduct, and there would be some additional conditions associated with that.
There are some additional conditions.
That would be attending the morality class as well as the HIV test.
Has he been given the information to schedule, to set up for the classes?
I'm not giving that to him.
Okay. All right, Mr. Brown, you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Fillmore and he advised you of your right?
Yes,
And did you understand your right, sir?
yes,
I'm gonna need you to be still. You make me dizzy when you move.
sorry.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes,
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
yes,
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
yes, I do swear.
Okay, thank you. And you can put your hand down, turning your attention to October 6th, 2022. Were you in the area of John R. and Remington in the city of Detroit?
Yes,
And will you tell the court what you did on that day to be guilty of disorderly conduct?
I stopped and solicited the officer.
Okay. And you solicited her to engage in sexual acts or acts of prostitution, sir?
Yes,
Okay. Satisfied, counselor?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for offering to. Wait, no, we're gonna enter a guilty plea for the disorderly conduct, amended charge of disorderly conduct. Mr. Brown, are you working right now?
yes,
May it please the Honorable Court, Dante Goss on behalf of the people, Your Honor, P60162. Did Mr. Brown offer money for that sexual act?
Mr. Brown, did you offer any amount of money to the officer for a sexual act?
no, I actually gave her cigarettes and asked her if she was okay. I don't believe I had any money, but honestly, the day was a bit of a blur.
Your Honor, I'm acceptable for that because that was some type of value was offered.
Okay. And just for clarification, Mr. Brown, and if you do remember, do you recall offering $1 to Officer Ali?
Yeah, I remember it wasn't much. Yeah.
Okay, satisfied, Counselor, Mr. Goff, are you satisfied as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so back to, I am going to put this, what is disorderly conduct is we're gonna enter a guilty plea for the disorderly conduct. You must attend the morality classes and HIV classes. I'm gonna give you a phone number to contact the Department of Probation. I also need you to chat my clerk, your phone number, so that we can make sure that we have your information to provide to the Department of Probation to ensure that you do that. You're also gonna be paying a fine of $200. And you'll return here. I'll give you a return date of August 3rd.
Okay, so the return date, do I just pay the money or like what should I expect that day? Or
I'm gonna change that to August 5th, Mr. Brown, and you don't, this isn't a delayed sentence offer, is it, Mr. Goff? Was it delayed sentencing on the, or it was just reduced to disorderly? I think that was the offer. Is that right, Mr. Fillmore?
Yes, Your Honor. It was not a delay.
Not a delayed sentence. So on the 3rd, when you come back, I'm just gonna check to make sure that you attended the classes, that you completed the morality classes, the HIV classes, and that you paid the money, and then your case will be closed.
okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, so you have all the information. No, you don't have all the information because I have not given you the phone number to the Department of Probation as of yet.
Just call me back.
Give me one moment, sir.
Sir.
In my effort to get it organized yesterday, I've misplaced.
Thank you.
Well, sir, you chatted me, so no worries. They're gonna reach out to you, okay?
Okay, well, I'm sorry, I just was responding to them. They asked for my phone number.
Yeah, I have it. Thank you.
Okay, so you're all set. Someone will reach out to you to set up those classes, and then I will see you back here on August 5th at 8:30.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir. Officer, you're free to go. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
No officers.
Ready on Kim Bradshaw. Did he pay the civil infraction? Is he a-
Hey, good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Bradshaw. Now calling Kim Bradshaw II, ticket number P 7512, count 1, drove while license not valid. Also ticket number P 1406847, count 1, expired plates. Please state your appearance for the record, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Mr. Bradshaw. Mr. Bradshaw, please say your name.
Hey, Kim Bradshaw II.
And Your Honor,
Mr.
Mr.
Bradshaw, I'm sorry, I get distracted easily, Mr. Fillmore. Mr. Bradshaw, can you turn your camera so that you're like
Okay,
portrait?
so just let me know if you can't hear me because it might cover my speaker with me
I see.
flipping. Okay, so just
You're fine.
okay. So Kim Bradshaw II.
Today is the date and time set for trial. How would you like to proceed, Mr. Fillmore?
Your Honor, Mr. Bradshaw was able to provide valid documentation. I would ask court to dismiss these matters.
We checked his license. And the officer, is there an officer here present on this matter?
I don't believe, I'm
He's
not
already
sure,
left?
I don't believe, I'm not sure Officer Delboss was here, but I'm not sure.
He was here. He just left. He left.
Okay.
Okay. So the court has verified that he does in fact have valid driver's license, and the officer of the court has verified that the plates are valid on the 2007 Nissan, is that correct?
Yes.
Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Bradshaw, just make sure that you're keeping those documents in the vehicle with you at all times, okay, sir?
Yep, I uploaded them on my phone, so I go with me at all times.
Okay, you're free to go. Have a good night, sir.
All right, thank you. You too.
Ready on China Brown?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hey, how you doing?
Good morning, Ms. Brown.
Good morning. Give me 1 minute.
Now call the people. China Sanquila Brown, ticket number P13767774. Count 1, drove while license not valid or improper license. Count 2, drove unregistered or untitled vehicle. Ticket number P1394233. Count 1, no proof of insurance. Count 2, defective brakes. Please state your opinion for the record, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Ms. Brown. Ms. Brown, would you please say your name?
China Brown.
And Your Honor, we do have a resolution in this matter. Ms. Brown will be pleading responsible to 1 count of defective brake lights, and the remaining matters would be dismissed.
And Officer Stradale and Buffington both have left.
They were just offered.
All right, and so just 1 count, she's just pleading responsible to the 1 count of defective brakes, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Brown, this is a really good offer. All right, you took it. Did you understand the rights that were given to you?
Yes.
And you do agree to plead to the civil infraction of defective brake lights, is that correct?
Yes.
Stipulate to 4 corners of the ticket, counselor, for the factual basis,
So stipulated.
and stipulate to probable cause on dismissal.
And so stipulated, Your Honor. Thank you.
So the court is going to dismiss without prejudice ticket number ending in 6774, counts 1 and 2, and dismiss count 1 on ticket number ending in 4233. Will enter a responsible plea to defective brake lights for count 2, and that fines and fees in that matter, Ms. Brown, is going to be $120. Can you make that payment within the next 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, if you don't pay it within the next 2 weeks, it will go up. So just make a payment by May 17th. If you don't make it by May 17th, you need to appear back here on this same Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
Okay.
You're free to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, man.
You too, bye.
That's for what the officer.
Ready to proceed on Robert Beard. Please have your camera on, sir. Now calling the people versus Robert James Beard, ticket number P1408847. Count 1, driving while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Robert Beard. Sir, would you please say your name?
Robert Beard.
And Your Honor, we do have a resolution in this matter. There are 2 items on the docket for Mr. Beard. And additionally, I was informed that he had 4 matters in warrant status. And so we'd like to adjudicate all that at this time. And I would ask that those warrants be recalled. And I did have a conversation with Mr. Goss, and he indicated that he would dismiss those matters as well as part of the plea offer. And the plea would be to 1 count of failure to display a license, and all the remaining matters would be dismissed.
Okay, and I apologize. Officer Hill, would you like to state your name for the record?
Yes, Your Honor. Officer Anthony Hill, badge 4598, City of Detroit, 10th Precinct, Your Honor.
And I'm sorry, Your Honor, I misspoke again. He actually, Mr. Beard actually does have valid documentation. He has a valid license and valid insurance.
Valid license and valid insurance?
Yes, Your Honor. And then the matters that were in warrant status would be dismissed.
They're not on the back. Okay.
I'm gonna read the matters that were in warrant status into the, well, the clerk is gonna read those into the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
SP 12397022, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 132846061, improper plates. Ticket number SP 132846062, no insurance misdemeanor. And ticket number SP 132846063, unregistered or untitled vehicle.
Okay, and so the offer, Mr. Fillmore, is to dismiss all of those as well.
Yes, Your Honor. That was my understanding.
So the court will adopt the recommendation of the people and dismiss, first of all, set aside and recall all warrants in this matter. And we'll dismiss all of those without prejudice. Also on ticket number that was before us today, 8847, count 1 and 2 will be dismissed for valid docs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Beard, make sure you're keeping these documents in the vehicle, in the car with you at all times, sir. You just got a really good offer.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Can I ask, because when I reinstated my license, I paid like $1,700. I'm not aware. I was completely unaware of those warrants because
You're taking care of them.
yeah, basically I thought everything was taken care of. That was news to me. Just as well as when I was obtaining insurance, they said that I have some sort of speeding ticket and I've never been pulled over for speeding.
You may want to make sure either in the court to ensure that the court hasn't mixed you up with someone else and or that someone is not using your identity, sir.
You did have a speeding ticket, sir, and it was amended to limited access 1 to 5 over.
When was it?
When was that?
It was March 20th, 2022. And you came on in August the 23rd, 2022. And you had a hearing, a formal hearing, and then you got the charge reduced. You had disregarded a traffic control device. And they amended it to limited access 1 to 5 over.
Oh, okay. Yes. Now that makes sense. And that's all taken care of though, correct?
Yes. As well as the ones that were in warrant status. They're all taken care of as of today.
Okay. Thank you.
I see why I did that.
One second.
I see what it did. I'll send an email for you, sir. I'll see what happened. It wasn't supposed to go to your Secretary of State record.
What the speeding ticket, correct?
Right. Yeah, you're fine. I'm gonna take care of it for you today.
Okay, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll make that correction, Mr. Beard.
Okay, am I all set then or?
All set.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
No.
Now, are we ready on the Bullard matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling Jawan Ranell Bullard, ticket number P13798383, count 1, driving unregistered untitled vehicle, count 2, failure to display a valid operator's license not on person. Please state your appearance for the record, Counselor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Juwan Bullard. Sir, would you please say your name?
Jawan Bullard.
Your Honor, this is a date and time set for trial in these matters. I don't believe Well, I don't believe there's an officer listed on the docket A, so I'm not sure anyone was subpoenaed, but in any event, there's not a complaining witness. I'd move to dismiss.
Court has verified that Officer Balajan has not checked in either virtually or in person. Therefore, these matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Bullard, you are free to go. Make sure that you're keeping those documents in the vehicle with you, sir, anytime you're driving.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Now calling the People versus Terrence Stephen Bryan, ticket number P14066643, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor, count 2, insufficient defective lights. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Terrence Bryant. Mr. Bryant, would you please unmute your device and say your name? Mr. Bryant.
You disconnect.
Is it Mr. Bryant or Mrs. Bryant?
Not you, ma'am.
Terrence Stephen Bryan.
Your Honor, I don't see him on the screen.
Okay, so this is still one that was a no officer, Mr. Fillmore, if you want to waive your client's appearance.
Yes, Your Honor. I would waive my client's appearance. This was a date and time set for trial in this matter. These matters, the complaining witness, Officer Morris, did not check him into the court. I move to dismiss.
Court has verified that Officer Morris has not checked in either virtually or in person. Therefore, the matters will be dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now calling the People versus Gwendolyn Danielle Bland, ticket number P14074456, count 1, leaving the scene of an accident with property damage. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning. I'm sorry. Which case are we calling, Your Honor?
We believe she may have left as well, but Gwendolyn Danielle Bland.
Oh, Ms. Bland. Yes, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Ms. Bland. And Your Honor, I would waive my client's appearance again. And I'm looking for my notes. This is date and time set for trial, and I don't believe the complaining witness, Officer Eben, has checked into the court. I move to dismiss.
Court has verified that Officer Evans has not checked in either virtually or in person. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Excuse me, Your Honor. May I speak to Mr. Fillmore in the breakout room for a second?
I need Mr. Fillmore. You can wait until we call these cases, and then right before we call we can wait to call yours last and have him talk to you before you go on the record.
Okay, thank you. That'll work.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We do her first. She's up first.
But how can we see that? I mean, he's up. Okay. Bring that.
Page 3.
Page
6.
466. Shirley.
in early.
Now calling Shalithia Rochelle Burnett, ticket number P11294666, count one, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Ticket number P11925514, count one, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Count two, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number P549897, count one, failure to display a valid operator's license not on person. Ticket number 353303, count one, no operator's license on in possession. Count two, uninsured, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Filmer on behalf of Ms. Burnett. Ms. Burnett, would you please say your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Shalithia Burnett here.
In Your Honor, we do have a resolution in these matters. Ms. Burnett will be pleading guilty pursuant to the people's offer this morning. And that'd be to one count of failure to display a license and one count of improper plates, and the remaining matters will be dismissed.
Okay, is that your understanding, Ms. Burnett?
Yes, Your Honor.
You had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Fillmore in the breakout room. He advised you of your rights.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand for me, please. You swear affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you can put your hand down, turning your attention to May 23rd, 2017. Were you driving a, this is a handwritten ticket, a white Lincoln?
Yes.
And were you in the area of Dexter and Carter in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, Your Honor.
And the vehicle that you were driving, did it have proper insurance on it?
No, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Counselor?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulate to probable cause on the dismissal.
So stipulated.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for count one on ticket number ending in 3303. Count one will be amended to failure to display guilty plea. Count two will be amended to an improper plate guilty plea. All other matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Burnett, are you working currently?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna assess a fee in each of these matters for $190 each. That's gonna be a total of $380. How soon do you think you'll be able to pay that?
Okay, I have a question. Do the bond that I posted, do that apply to them fees?
Yes, how much?
It was 400.
What did I say? The total was 380? Yes, it'll be applied. Okay?
Yes,
And so
ma'am.
and you can contact the court for the remaining balance, and I'm not gonna set you up for a review hearing because I know that it's gonna be paid out of your bond. You're free to go.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. You have a great day.
You too, thank you.
Take position.
I did, 303, counts 1 and 2.
I figured it was. FTD.
FTD, yeah. Now calling the matter of the people versus Richard Dean Briggs, ticket number U 4314710, count one, refusal to pay public transportation vehicle fare. Please state your appearance for the record, Counselor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Mr. Briggs. Sir, would you please unmute your device and say your name? Hold on.
Hello, my name is Richard Briggs.
And Your Honor, we do have a resolution in this matter. Mr. Briggs will be pleading guilty pursuant to the people's offer, and that would be placed under a 12-month delayed sentence.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Briggs?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
You had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Gilmore in the breakout room. He advised you of your rights.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
I am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
I am.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down, turning your attention to May 28, 2008. Were you on a public transportation in?
Your Honor, I got in a cab with no money on that day, yes.
And it was in the city of Detroit, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you did not pay for that, for the fee, for the fare for the cab?
That's correct.
Satisfied, Counselor?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Briggs for refusal to pay public transportation vehicle fare. Mr. Briggs, are you working currently?
I am.
All right, I'm gonna set this matter, it's gonna be on a 12-month delay. That just means that you can't have any further contact with police, get any more tickets in the next 12 months, and the matter will be dismissed. You will also have to pay a fee of $190 between now and the next 12 months, sir. You'll return here on May 3rd, 2024 at 8:30 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
You're free to go, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good one, Mr. Richard. It's two of them. It's two different Buchanans. Yes. But you can call William E. Buchanan. He only has one ticket.
Read matters on the one ticket.
Just one. Yeah, just one matter. Let me run his name too. Yeah, but he's only here for one. I'm about to see him.
Not yet.
No.
Not until, because if we can do them all.
No, I think it's his cousin who has the rest of.
William E. got 3 on this one ticket.
And is it,
Are we sure we got them right? Like, so we didn't mix them up?
let me see. That was it.
This is William Edward,
Right. And he only should have,
and I don't have the other file.
yeah, I know, it's over there. The other two counts closed. Yeah, but he do have pending court dates, but them arraignments, and that's on the 22nd.
27.
May 22nd.
What he do?
That's what we do.
Mr. Buchanan, William Edward Buchanan.
No, just that.
What's the date? What's the new date?
Well, you know, he owned that one. But what's it? May 22nd. He just owed money on that ticket right there, so he can't plead to that one again. That's why the other two wasn't on the docket. He can't take another plea. He owed $348 for the one that's on the docket. He just have to pay that ticket.
All right, so Mr. Buchanan, I'm not even gonna call your case on the record today. You actually will be back before me on May 22nd. Before May 22nd, you need to pay your balance that you owe the court of $348. And once you pay that, we'll hear your other, I think it's 6 additional matters that you have that will be heard on that day. So we're gonna put everything on that one day.
Okay, you said May 20.
May 22nd at 8:30. You were already on the docket for May 22nd at 8:30. Instead of, I'm sorry.
It's at 1:30.
Oh, it's at 1:30, I'm sorry. May 22nd at 1:30. So instead of having you plead today to this, we're gonna try to get a global offer.
Oh, all of it? Right, them two closed. He owed $340 for, right.
So, but you still have to pay that $348 before you come back on May 22nd,
Okay,
okay?
okay,
If you can't pay it by May 22nd, then call the court and get that May 22nd date pushed back.
okay.
All right.
He gotta be here anyway. He's gonna be here anyway. For his court date at 1:30. Mhm.
Well, that's on the he didn't pay it. Go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Okay. You're free to go, Mr. William E. Buchanan.
Okay, thank you. You have a good day.
You too. William D. Buchanan, I am ready to call your case next as soon as I figure out.
Mhm. He had 14.
Now calling the people versus William Deshaun Buchanan, ticket number SP 1173031. Count 1, unregistered untitled vehicle. Count 2, improper plates. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 1180478. Count 1, improper plates. Count 2, unregistered untitled vehicle. Count 3, no driver's license. Ticket number SP 1190004. Count 1, driver's license suspended. Count 2, unregistered untitled vehicle. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 131-93941. Count 1, open alcohol in a vehicle as a passenger. Ticket number U 783-16611. 1 count of alcohol related violation. Ticket number 204-93473. Count 1, no operator's license on a person. Count 2, unregistered untitled vehicle. Ticket number 204-934-733. 1 count of open alcohol as a driver. Please state your appearance for the record, counselor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of William Deshaun Buchanan. Sir, would you please state your name?
William Deshaun Buchanan.
And Your Honor, we have, well, this is here for arraignment on the bench warrant. As to the arraignment, we waive the formal reading and stand mute. And we do have a resolution in this matter, Your Honor.
Okay, court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Buchanan.
And the people's offer that Mr. Buchanan will be taking advantage of this morning would be pleading guilty to 1 count of open container of alcohol passenger side.
Sir, I'm sorry. I'm muting you, Mr. Buchanan, because of your background noise. Sorry. Sorry, attorney.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, Ms. Fillmore. I didn't hear much of anything because of the background noise. Can you say that again, what the offer is?
Yes, Your Honor. That would be, he would plead guilty to 1 count of open container of alcohol passenger side. one count of alcohol-related violation that would be placed under a 9-month delayed sentence, and one count of failure to display a license, and all remaining counts would be dismissed.
Passenger. Did he say 12 months?
9 months, Your Honor.
9 months.
I'm thinking about. One moment, please. All right. Okay, Mr. Buchanan, you had an opportunity to talk to your attorney and he advised you of your right?
Yes, I have.
What is that noise in your background, sir?
Actually, in the doctor's office, I'm actually in the bathroom.
Say that again?
He's in the bathroom.
I'm actually in the doctor's office, I'm actually like in the bathroom.
This is not gonna work. Are you making your way to a quieter place?
He said he was doctor's office.
I think he's making his way to a quieter place. Let's try it again. You can unmute yourself.
Is this okay?
That's much better. So
Okay.
you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Fillmore. He advised you of your right?
Yes, he did.
Do you understand your right?
I didn't hear you.
Did you understand your right?
Yes, I did.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand.
Okay, let me switch hands. I'm sorry.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, I do.
You can put your hand down. We're gonna do these one by one. I'm gonna turn your attention to that July 19th, 2011.
What?
Were you in the area of Greenfield and Chalfont in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was probably, most likely.
And you were consuming alcohol on the public street, sir, vodka to be specific?
Yes, I just walked out the store with the bottle. Yes, I do remember that day. Yes, I do.
And the bottle was open and you were consuming it?
Yes, I just opened it. Yes, I did.
Okay. Satisfied, counselor?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
People are also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for the alcohol violation ticket number ending in 6611. Also turning your attention to April 25th, 2022. Were you a passenger in a black 2007 Chrysler?
No, not actually, but yes, that was me. That was, yes, that was me.
Were you in the area of Greenfield and Acacia in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And was there open alcohol in the vehicle on that day, sir?
Yes, it was, Your Honor.
Satisfied, counselor?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
People are also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for open alcohol as a passenger. on behalf of Mr. Buchanan for that, for ticket number ending in 9394. And turning your attention to March 25th, 2021, were you driving a 2006 silver Chevrolet?
Yes,
And were you in the area of Dexter and Chalfont in the city of Detroit?
yes, I was.
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes, I did.
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, I was not. The officer actually gave me a chance to look for it, but he, we was in the middle of traffic, so he just told me show up to court and they was gonna, with my ID, my things, and they would dismiss it, but I couldn't. So
Do you have a valid driver's license today?
no, I don't. No, I don't.
Okay, then, okay, I accept your, I'm sorry, satisfied, counselor?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I accept the court is also satisfied and will accept your plea to the failure to display on ticket number ending in 0478. Okay, so each of these actually will be $190 fines. So you have, did you just plead 3, I believe?
Yes.
So I'm gonna do $190 for each ticket, and I believe that should be $570, is that correct? Okay. I'm also concerned about your 570. I'm also concerned about your use of alcohol, so I'm gonna place you on a 9-month probation and have you go to have you attend AA classes.
I'm actually already on probation. How does that work?
Can we add that to, what are you on probation for and out of what court?
Well, I'm on probation right now for child support. They just sentenced me to 3 years of probation for child support, not even like 2 months ago.
Is that a felony non-support case over at Wayne County?
I guess, yes.
Okay, one moment. So you know what I'll do? I won't sentence you to the probation. I'll have you come back here in a couple months just to show that you ask your probation officer if she can put you in an alcohol program. And you can show me completion of the program in a few months.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll give you 9 months to do that. You think you can get that done in 9 months?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so 9 months to complete an alcohol or substance abuse class or program. And you're gonna come back to me on February 5th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. You're also gonna pay the $570, which is $190 for each offense. I went as low as I could possibly go statutorily for each one of your offenses, okay?
It's appreciated, Your Honor. It's appreciated.
All right, so go ahead and find out from your probation, and if there's any problems whatsoever of you being able to complete any type of alcohol program or classes through your already existing probation, then give my courtroom a call at 965-2291.
Okay.
You are free to go, sir.
Thank you.
Jamira Bryant, will you turn your camera on? Now calling the people versus Jamira Deandra Bryant, ticket number P 1320295, count 1, driving while license suspended. Count 2, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Ms. Bryant. Ma'am, would you please say your name?
Jamira Bryant.
And Your Honor, Ms. Brian was able to provide valid documentation this morning. And I think it's for a different vehicle. I wrote down in my notes, different car, so it may not have been the same. I don't think she has that vehicle anymore, but I was.
But it's in her name?
Yes, Your
The
Honor.
current registration and insurance is in her name?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The court is checking for driver's license.
I think we already inquired into that. I think they told me it was valid.
Is that the one that, oh, you're right, he's right, that's right, that was your first one that you wanted me to check
Yeah,
for.
that's a
That's
long
all
time.
right. Yes, okay, he's right, I didn't check that.
All right, so the court has verified that she does in fact have a valid driver's license, and an officer of the court has verified that the registration and proof of insurance is valid in her name currently. Therefore, these matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Bryan, make sure you're keeping these documents in the vehicle with you at all times, ma'am.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. You got two matters on the docket.
Yes.
Counselor, I've caught an entire okay, no wonder you're looking at me blank with a blank stare. I'm waiting for you and you're waiting for me. I was on mute, sorry. Kayla Bird, will you come into the screen? Now calling the people versus Kayla Tamar Bird, ticket number P 715-855, count 1, drove while license not valid or improper license, ticket, or count 2, drove with altered or fictitious registration. Please state your appearance for the record, Counselor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jim Fillmore on behalf of Ms. Bird. Ma'am, would you please unmute and state your name?
You have to unmute first, Ms. Bird.
Okay, there you go. Taylor Bird.
And Your Honor, we do have a resolution in this matter. Ms. Bird will be pleading guilty pursuant to the people's offer, which is to 1 count of failure to display a license, and the second count will be dismissed.
Is that your understanding, Ms. Bird?
Yes.
You had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Fillmore in the breakout room. He advised you of your rights?
Yes.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
And please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and you can put your hand down, turning your attention to July 19th, 2016. Were you driving a 2007 gray Chevy?
Yes.
And were you in the area of Chalmers and Chandler Park in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Did you come in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day, ma'am?
Yes.
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No.
Satisfied, Counselor?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulated problem dismissal.
So stipulated.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Bird for count 1 and amend the charge of failure to display. Count 2 will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Bird, are you working?
Yes.
Where are you working, Ms. Bird?
I work at Chrysler.
Huh?
I work at Chrysler.
All right, so the fee in that matter is a $220 fine and fee. Are you able to pay that within the next 30 days?
Yeah, I can pay it today.
So give the court at least till tomorrow to enter it into the system, but I'll give you until May 17th on my end. If it's not paid by May 17th, then you need to appear back here on the same Zoom at 8:30, okay?
Okay, and I have a question too.
Uh-huh.
With me pleading guilty to this charge, will it suspend my license again?
No, wait, is it still, do you have a valid driver's license today?
My license is clear to get on the 23rd of this month.
May it please this honorable court, Dante Ross, P60162, on behalf of the people. Your Honor, pleading to the FTD will give her a 30-day suspension. So I'm amending my offer to allowing a licensed driver to drive, so that won't affect her getting a license.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Guy.
She has to look.
You said you'll get them on the 23rd?
Yep, I'm clear on the 23rd to get on.
Okay, so I'm gonna also change your date to come back before me, which again, if you pay your tickets by then, you don't need to come before me at all, but I'm gonna change your date anyway, just in case, so I can check to see if you haven't paid. I also wanna check to see what the status of your license is at that time. So you'll come back before me on May 30th.
Okay.
Your Honor, she has to accept the new.
Oh,
She did, she said.
wait, you do accept the offer to the plea of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive instead of the failure to display?
Yes.
Okay, same factual basis. I am not going to go back over that. And then count 2 will be dismissed without prejudice still. It's still gonna be a $220 fee though.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna pay that. If you don't pay it by May 30th, then you'll appear back here on the Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
Okay, and you said give it like a day for it to go through?
Yeah, at least until tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, and as long as it's paid, you can ignore the 5:30 date.
Okay, okay.
All right, you have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
You're welcome. Oh, I didn't do allowance. Shoot. Okay, never mind, hold on. Mr. Brown, are you ready to proceed?
You know what, Your Honor, I think that might be Mr. Terrence Bryant that we called his case and didn't think he was here.
No, I have a Teran Brown. Did you haven't had an opportunity to speak to him?
I don't know.
Mr. Brown, press *6 on your phone, please.
He's at 8:35.
Teran Brown, it was at the 8:35 docket. He has 1 count of open alcohol in a motor vehicle and 1 count of no insurance misdemeanor. Did you get you haven't gotten an offer from Mr. Goss on that one?
I did not speak with him, no, Your Honor.
Wait, let's make sure that is Teran Brown.
Is that your name, Mr. Brown? Will you state your name? You took yourself off of mute, so I know that you can hear me. We need you to speak, sir. Mr.
Teran Brown, can you hear me?
Yes, we can now. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Brown, we're gonna place you in a breakout room. Mr. Booth, I believe that's your name. We're gonna place you back into the breakout room as well. You're gonna be in 2 different breakout rooms. You're just gonna wait on Mr. Fillmore to come and talk to you both. But before you go, Mr. Fillmore, the offer, Mr. Goss